Happy New Year, happy 1st of January. Oh my goodness, it's 2025. Welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Georgia. I'm a women's online health and fitness coach, and I work with ladies who are ready to step into their ultimate confidence and just feel their best selves, both inside and out. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining, and if you're coming back for another video also, thank you so much and welcome back. So today I want to come and talk to you guys about getting back on track post-Christmas and New Year, and how to go about it basically. And I'm going to show you sort of like what I do to get back on track post-Christmas, post-festive period, after eating a little bit more, that is for sure. I did do a lot of exercise over Christmas. If you haven't watched my previous video, please go and check that out. I take you through the final 7 days of me running 5k every single day for 30 days to raise money for charity, which was a huge success. So December was definitely an active month, but naturally you eat a little bit more, you eat differently as well. There's been a lot more chocolate and things like that sort of like snuck in, and obviously like more alcohol and all that good stuff over Christmas. So I'm going to take you through the first few days of January and what I do to just make sure that I'm getting my momentum back to where it would usually be. And the biggest thing I think I want you guys to take from this video is I am not trying to do a crazy 360 and change my entire life in the first week of January, because this is literally the biggest reason why I meet so many women who come to me and tell me, oh, I've tried X, Y, Z diets and every single time I give up, I can't stick to it. This is because you're trying to make an entire lifestyle change literally happen overnight, and that is not what we're going to be doing here. You guys are going to come along with me for the next few days, and I'm going to show you some bits and bobs that I am getting up to make sure that I'm feeling my best as we go into New Year. So it is currently coming up to 10 o'clock. I did have a lie-in this morning. I did not set an alarm. It is the 1st of January. I am pretty much taking today off of work, which for me, as someone who obviously is self-employed, I work for myself, I do find this quite hard. So I purposely didn't set an alarm this morning. I have got up, done my usual morning routine, which to be honest has not changed throughout December. I get up, I clean my teeth, I do my skincare, I get dressed, I do my hair, all that good stuff. I meditate for a few minutes, just take some nice big deep breaths, get myself nice and calm ahead of the new day. I think it's something that is really important in the morning, because that sets your intention literally for the rest of the day. I always drink a half a litre of water, and at the same time I do my supplements. Sophie paying a little visit in the background there. So yeah, I always do half a litre of water and supplements. It literally kills 2 birds with 1 stone. And then the first thing that I did this morning was get straight out for a walk. Now obviously, as I said, in December I was running 5k every single day, so that took care of a big chunk of my steps. So now I actually need to go out for walks again, and I have not been out for a walk in over a month, which is crazy because obviously I was running every day, so I was obviously getting those steps in regardless. But it was really nice to be outside, get some fresh air. It was very windy and very drizzly, which is probably why my hair looks a little bit like a drowned rat, but that's okay. So I went for a walk to pick up some breakfast. Obviously it's New Year's Day, so I wanted to make something a little bit different for my boyfriend and I. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see that I literally eat the same bowl of oats pretty much every single day of the year. So I thought, New Year's Day, let's do something a little bit different. So I picked us up some sourdough, some eggs, some fresh juice. I'm literally just going to do scrambled egg on toast, so nothing too crazy. And then I am going to get ready and head to the gym probably for today's workout, which is a high rocks style workout. These workouts are always really, really hard. So there is definitely a little bit of fear ahead of those workouts, but I will be fine as always. So getting out and getting out for that walk, first thing in the morning means that I've already got like 5,000 steps ticked off. So that should be super, super easy to just get the rest of my steps kind of like pottering around today, and obviously in my training session as well. Breakfast will be nice and high in protein, and then I obviously bought the juice to get some goodness in, some micronutrients. A big thing that I always tell my clients, if you can get some sort of protein and some sort of goodness in every single meal, then you know that you are off to a good start. So without even like going and tracking my like breakfast as yet, I know I'm getting some protein in from my eggs, I know I'm getting some healthy stuff in from my juice, I'm getting some carbs in, which is going to be beneficial for my workout as well from the sourdough. So it hits all of those marks basically. So I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. I'm going to go make breakfast and I will chat to you later. I don't know why I still have my seatbelt on. We are in the car at the gym car park. I'm about to go in and do my gym session. Oh my god! We are in the gym car park, ready to go and do my session for today. The biggest thing I cannot stress enough to you, when you have a day off or it's at the weekend or just in general, if you can get your steps or training done early in the day, my goodness, it makes your life so much easier, because generally speaking, when we wake up, motivation is much higher, and obviously as we go through the day it kind of dwindles a little bit. And now I am not an advocate for motivation at all. I always say to my clients, if she was a friend, she's like that really unreliable friend that is like, oh yeah, I'll come, and then drops out at the last minute. Like, you cannot rely on this girl motivation. She is unreliable. It is literally just like, it's an emotion. That is what it is. It can come and go whenever it pleases. Just like some days you wake up, you feel happy, you feel excited, you feel sad, you feel frustrated, all of those things. Motivation is just another one of them. So we cannot rely on her. But I digress. Anyway, get your sessions done early, get your steps done early if you can. I know this is very much an individual dependent thing, and obviously I am lucky, I'm self-employed. Obviously today's New Year's Day, so it's a little bit different, but I do generally have a lot more impact over when like I go to the gym and stuff like that. And obviously if you do work a 9 to 5, I do completely appreciate it is hard to get everything done before you go to work. But that being said, if you can get either some steps or a gym session done before you start your working day, A, you're going to feel flipping incredible for it, and B, your future self is going to be like, thank goodness she got her workout done first thing. Because once you've finished work, you're tired, I don't know, you've had stressful stuff go on at work, you know, the kids are moaning about XYZ, like whatever is going on, and then you then have to drag yourself to the gym after that. That's so much harder than getting up and getting it done first thing. You can then get some steps done at lunch, or vice versa. Steps before work, lunch break, gym session. But anyway, I'm here, I'm at the gym. I'm going to do a high rock session today. We have got some running, some ski, some rowing in today's session. So it's also kind of tactically planned for today, because I do anticipate the gym might be a little bit busy. The car park's not too bad. The car park is busy, but I've seen it worse. So I need minimal equipment for this session, which is why I'm doing it today, because to be honest, the gym has been so busy the whole Christmas period. I am praying to the gym gods that today it is nice and peaceful for me and I can have a nice leisurely workout. I did do some work. I know I said I wasn't really going to work today, but I did do a little bit of work after breakfast. We had our eggs. Tom came off to play tennis. He's actually at the gym right now. And I was like, I need to let my food go down. I want to train. So I literally did sort of like half hour, 45 minutes of work, and then I am pretty much calling it a day for work there, because I am aware that a big thing I want to work on in 2025 is making sure I take time for myself. I have firm boundaries with regards to when I'm working versus having time off, because I know when I have time off, when I rest, when I reset, I perform so much better from a work sense. I'm so much more fired up. I have so much more like creativity, so many more ideas. I give so much more to my clients. And it's crazy, because old me would have been like, I need to work more to do all of those things. But actually now, a big thing that I learned in 2024 was that actually rest equals success. And that is a massive thing that my mindset coach always says to me, rest equals success. So we're going to call it a day for work there. We're going to head into the gym and I'll catch up with you guys after my workout. Good evening. I thought I would just fill you guys in on a little final update for today. As you can see, my Christmas tree is gone. I feel like it's always like this when you take your Christmas decorations down. It just feels like there's a giant hole in whatever room the tree was in. As you can see, we're now in the Uddy. It is about 6 o'clock in the evening. I haven't really done too much work today, which is a big achievement for me. Like I said earlier today, I find it really hard to take time off, and it's something that I am continually working on. I was working on obviously throughout 2024, and I'm going to continue to work on this in 2025, because I think as a business owner, it never gets easier to take time off, and it's something that you have to continuously actively practice. But in all honesty, this afternoon has just been super chilled. I've been sat on the sofa. I've done a couple of like personal admin bits, some bits for the dance teaching that I do on the side. I also just did a very exciting entry for something that is happening in April this year, which I will share with you guys at some point in the very near future. But this is something I have never done before, and I get to do with my boyfriend as well, which is going to be so cool. So we just booked our entry for that and I cannot quite believe it. And yeah, just been chilling out on the sofa. I finished watching a Christmas film that I started watching last year because I felt like today is the kind of last acceptable day to do stuff like that. So yeah, just chilling out really, and then to-do list is all written for tomorrow so I can go back to work and have a little bit more of a normal day. And again, something that really helps me to get back on track and get back into routine is that like planning ahead of time. I know I've literally mentioned it already multiple times in this video, but I will say it till I'm blue in the face. If you're not organised, things are just not going to happen. They don't happen by chance, like I said earlier. So what I do before the new day, I will write my to-do list. I will block out my day to make sure I know what I need to achieve, what are like the little tasks that I can do first thing in the morning to like bash them out nice and quickly, what are the key tasks that I have to do, so no matter what happens in my day, I have to get those things done. What am I training, when am I training, when am I doing my steps, what am I eating? It is all planned out. And this probably sounds like a lot, but in all honesty, it does not take that much time to do. I actually do some things on a day-by-day basis, and I do some things on like a weekly basis. So to give you some examples of those, my food I will organise on a weekly basis. So what I tend to do, the day before I do my food shop, I write out the meals that I'm going to have. I therefore write my shopping list, I go and get my shopping, I then do my meal prep, and I track all my food for the following week, so it's done. Food always on a weekly basis, so much easier because I also don't like cooking, so that means I have to do it less often and think about it less often. Then things like my to-do list, organising my training, like all that kind of stuff, I tend to do on a day-by-day basis, but I always do it ahead of time because again then it means I wake up and I'm instantly focused and I know what I'm doing for the day, so it just takes away that decision fatigue. And that's a big thing that I think really helps me, is making decisions ahead of time so I don't have to make them in the moment, so I can make better decisions that are more aligned, that are going to get me from here to here basically through that gap that I spoke about earlier. So I'm going to go and finish off some last little bits of organisation for tomorrow and then call it a day. I'm cooking a red Thai curry, a prawn red Thai curry for dinner tonight, which I'm going to pack out with loads of veggies, which will be really, really nice, and going to have an early night and then get ready for day 2 of January tomorrow, which is crazy. I still can't believe we're in 2025, but hopefully what I've said so far on this video has been helpful and also just kind of realistic, that sometimes it's like go, go, go in my world, but also sometimes I have afternoons like this where, let's be honest, I've been in my pyjamas since about 2 p.m. and I've sat on the sofa, and that is okay. You are allowed to have both of those things, and I think it's when you try and push and be go, go, go all the time that you go, go, go for a few weeks and then you burn out basically. So it's really important to have that balance, and hopefully this part of the vlog has kind of shown you that it is normal. Good morning, happy day 2 of this vlog. It is the 2nd of January, it is Thursday, and I feel like today we are taking things up another notch. Obviously yesterday was all about sort of getting back into normal eating, continuing with training, steps, all that good stuff. Today I'm back at work sort of like properly, and I've got quite a lot to get through today. It is just coming up to 9 a.m. I did have a little bit of a lie-in today. I didn't get up till 8 a.m, which for me is pretty unheard of. However, usually on a Thursday I teach in the evening, which means by like 4 o'clock I have to be done with my work so I can go and teach my class in the evening. But because it's only the 2nd of January, my classes are not back yet, so that means I've just got that extra little bit of time towards the end of the day, which I wouldn't usually have. So plan of action is to go and jump on the treadmill and do some steps whilst I answer client messages and do my first like little work block this morning. Then I'm going to have some breakfast. Depending on how full I feel after breakfast, I may just go and get my training session done. If not, I might crack on with a little bit of programming. I've got lots of new training phases to write for my one-to-one clients today, and then I also need to start getting my Glow with G 8-week program ladies all set up today and tomorrow, so that is super exciting. So yeah, gonna get a load of programming done, gonna get some of the ladies set up for Glow with G. I'm going to do the first batch today and probably finish the second batch tomorrow. Today I have a posterior day, which is my final resistance session of the week. This is like all focused back, lats, hamstrings, glutes. It is my favourite day of the week, and if you've watched my previous vlogs, you will always know that I leave this session till last, because when you are feeling pretty sore, which I am by this point in the week, and potentially a little bit more tired. I'm not feeling tired today because obviously I have had some time off over Christmas, but obviously generally the like latter into the working week you get, the more fatigued we start to feel. So I always leave the session to last because I always really look forward to it. It is a very hard session. There are some very hard exercises in there. Well, any exercise is hard if you do it in the right way, but I digress. So yeah, got that today, which will be good. And then yeah, that is about it really. Nothing going on this evening, which is bliss. So I'm just gonna make a nice healthy dinner for my boyfriend and I feel like for me, getting back to like cooking normally in the evenings is something that I am definitely not enjoying. And this week we haven't had HelloFresh just because of like over Christmas and like having loads of leftovers and like that kind of thing. I didn't then want that and a HelloFresh box to get through and just have like way too much food to get through. So we didn't have a HelloFresh delivered last week. So it has been weird having to like plan and organise my own meals, but it's meant that we've eaten quite boring meals this week. So like today I'm literally just gonna make roasted like chicken with potatoes and roasted veg. But I'm sure it'll taste good. I'll season it. It'll hit all the right marks, protein, veg, carbs, all the good stuff. So that's what we'll have for dinner later. Breakfast is normal oats, lunch is normal meal prep, and I'll probably make a yogurt bowl later as well. So complete like normal day today. And yeah, feeling good, feeling excited, feeling also very good after a lie-in as well. So yeah, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit, but I'm gonna go and crack on with some work. Morning workbook is complete. We are on to oats, the usual. Chocolate oats, Greek yogurt, raspberries, dark chocolate, and peanut butter, which is just the best combination ever. And just to give you a little realistic what I look like right now, we have now got the dressing gown on over my hoodie. I came in from doing my steps and I was a little bit warmer. And now since I've like sat down and continued working, I am absolutely freezing. Like my nose is so cold. So I'm gonna eat this and then probably crack on with a little bit more work before I go to the gym. And I tell you guys, I'm just in the best mood this morning, honestly. Well, I say this morning, it's now 12:15. I fell into a rather extended work block, which wasn't planned. I planned to get my session in at 11, so I should have been pretty much finished by now. But when I tell you, I was just on such a roll. I started to get into work with setting up some of the ladies who are doing my Glow with G 8-week program, and I am just so freaking excited because honestly, like when I start reading people's application forms, like I see where they're at now. Obviously I've spoken to all these people as well. I know where they want to get to. Like I get so fired up and so excited because I just know how much this next 8 weeks on this program is going to change their lives, and I just got so excited. So we fell headfirst into a rather extended work block, but it felt so good and it was just the right thing for me to do at the time. So I'm gonna go and train now, and then I'm gonna come back and have some lunch, have a shower, and crack on with my one-to-one programs this afternoon, and also some more Glow with You setups if I get the time. So yeah, it's been a good day so far. We're in a fantastic mood, which is the perfect time to go and train. Quite often I'll have like a little pre-gym hype up in the car. I like listen to like certain playlists that just get me like super fired up. Like sometimes I'll have a dance party, or I'll have like a cup of coffee, even though I drink decaf coffee, but that's a side note. But I normally have some sort of pre-gym hype up session, but in all honesty, I don't think I need it right now. So I am gonna go head out the door and train. I'm currently defrosting my car because yes, it's 12:15 and my car is still frozen. So yeah, by the time I finish filming this, my car should be defrosted. So I'm gonna go off to the gym. I can't speak because I'm just so excited right now. Do my posterior session and I will catch you guys after lunch. Meal prep is in the microwave. We are back in the hoodie. I've had a shower, I've been to the gym, we are feeling good and ready to refuel to get back into work this afternoon. Apologies for the background noise, but honestly, I will say this time and time again, meal prep continues to save my bacon because I am not somebody who likes to cook. So I literally grab my meal prep from the fridge, whack it in the microwave, stir it halfway through, whack an avocado on top, and she is ready to go. We have the finished product. Oh my god, this is hot. Chili, as always, avocado on top, pop some chili flakes on there because why not? I'm gonna go eat this and then I'm gonna crack on with some more work. What a day. It is currently coming up to 7 p.m. As you can see, the laptop is very much still with me at this point. When I tell you I haven't moved probably since I last checked in with you guys like early afternoon, I have completed my client programming and I have set up another couple of ladies for Glow with G, and yeah, I just have been non-stop at my laptop, so I need to finish off my steps. I have 3,000 steps left to get. I need to cook dinner, and then we're going to call it a day. Day 2 of this vlog has definitely been very busy, business as usual, which is good. That is the way we like it. I feel like having time off has given me just so much clarity, and also like so many ideas are just coming to my mind literally 24/7. So I've been writing things down as they've been coming up and planning for the new week as well. A big thing for me in 2025 is I just want to be able to spread my level of like impact. I want to be able to help more women than ever before, impact more women than ever before through my content, through just everything, through like my one-to-one program, through programs like Glow with G. Like, I just want to be able to help and impact as many women as possible. Like, the thought of this just makes me again so excited. So yeah, I'm not going to ramble on for too long, but feeling super motivated, feeling super fired up. And this just goes to show as well, whenever you guys are watching this, taking time off is not a bad thing. Pulling back over a period like Christmas, or if you go on holiday, or if it's your birthday, or whatever it is not a bad thing, because quite often when you come back, you feel like this. You feel so much more motivated, so much more fired up. And just like I said about motivation earlier on in this vlog, we know she is not reliable, but when she's here, we want to ride that wave. So that is definitely what I'm doing this week. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the final day of this Getting Back on Track vlog. Tomorrow is a non-training day, and I have appointments and other just bits and bobs to do, like my food shop and stuff like that. So I will definitely take you guys along with me for all of that, and I will catch you tomorrow. Good morning, happy Friday. Welcome to day 3 of this vlog. Another normal working day, but actually a rest day today. I've completed all of my sessions apart from my long run, which I do on the weekends, and it is currently minus something outside, so my car is defrosting. It is literally bang on 8:30 in the morning. I have just done about 7,000 steps and a morning work block at the same time, because we love to stack those habits here. That is another thing that always saves my bacon. If I compare 2 tasks together to save time, to save kind of like energy later on in the day, then I always will. So that is done, which means that I have replied to all my clients this morning, sent out a couple of exciting broadcast messages in my client, like one-to-one client group, and also the Glow with G group, which kicks off on Monday, which actually by the time this is live, Glow with G would have started, which is so exciting. There are so many cool things going on in my world at the moment. So sent out a couple of messages about that this morning, and I'm off to the chiropractors. After that, we're going straight for a food shop, because Friday is food shop day and we need food in the house because, quite frankly, it's mainly Christmas chocolate right now. So going to go straight into a food shop. I've already written my meal plan for the week, so I know exactly what I will be needing to cook, and therefore exactly what I need to buy, so I can literally just go in and get it done. And I will probably check in with you guys post food shop, chiropractor and all that stuff. Also, one other thing, I actually made myself some overnight oats for this morning. You have to excuse me because they are not the most aesthetically pleasing of things, but they are essentially a cold version of what I normally have, because I obviously haven't had breakfast yet, and I will probably be out. My appointment is at 9, so I'll be done by like 9:30. I probably won't be home till like 10:30, 11ish by the time I've driven to the food shop, done the food shop, come home, unpacked it all. So these are going to come with me so that I can make sure I have a good breakfast on the go. It means I don't need to buy any random breakfast items that are going to cost an absolute fortune as well. So always prepare in advance, and it means that I can just eat my normal food, and everything will be as it should be. So yeah, that's another thing that I always do. If I know that I'm going to be out and about, I'm always taking some sort of Tupperware with me, to save money, save time, and make sure that I stay on track with my nutrition. One food shop has been done. I must admit, my food shops are quite sparse. This is basically everything for lunches and breakfast and snacks, and like drinks and stuff and other like household bits. And then we have HelloFresh for dinner. It's also mine and Tom's anniversary today, so I got him a little anniversary Krispy Kreme donut and a card as well, so I need to make sure I write that before he comes home from work. But I'm going to go and pack away this shopping and then get back into work, because I have a meeting at midday and it is currently just gone 10:30. This is literally my life at the moment. It is literally 1 degree outside. Yesterday when I went to the gym, at midday, my car was still frozen. And where we live is like a little bit countrified, so it means that when it's cold, it's really cold. But I've been cracking on with work. I've just had a meeting, and now, yeah, I'm back in my hoodie, so I can do a little bit more work. And then, yeah, that is pretty much. That will be pretty much me done for the afternoon. I had a very long work day yesterday, which means that I can have a little bit of a quieter day today, but as always I do tend to work over the weekend just because it feels nice and calm and I do quite like it. So time for another work block, and then it will be lunchtime, time for round 5 of chili con carne, and I'm going to mix it up today. And for my fat sauce, I'm actually going to whack in some cheese instead of some avocado. It's really like little things like this that make meal prep so much more exciting. If you can make like the same dish for say 5 lunches, but you can add different like accessory things, so different sauces, different fat sauces, like different seasonings, it means that you're eating the same thing, so it makes it way easier to just stay super consistent, but it means your meals are not boring. I was just yabbering on to the camera and I hadn't even pressed record, but I have my meal prep. I'm gonna whack this in the microwave and have my lunch. Today is mine and Tom's anniversary, so I don't know what our plans are for dinner. I'm secretly hoping he has planned something for us, but we shall see. So it will probably be a little bit more of an off-plan dinner, so I'm having a bit of a later lunch and then that will tide me over to dinner. So before I wrap up this vlog, I just actually wanted to leave you guys with a few thoughts for getting back on track post Christmas and any other kind of like big events, birthdays, holidays, just time away. And yeah, I just wanted to leave you with some thoughts before I wrap this up. So I think the number one thing is that I don't want you to think about it as being on track or off track. We're just getting back to normal. Okay, we're just getting back to a normal routine. We're making small sustainable changes, and that's the second thing that I would say. Like any changes that you want to make as a result of the new year, or maybe you're setting goals after a big birthday or coming back from holiday or whatever it is, yes, we want to look at the big goal, but remember when I talked about that gap in between earlier on in the vlog, we want to look at actually like what's the one next step that I can take on this timeline that's going to get me closer to my goal, because it's those small steps that compile over time to get you to this end goal that are so much more important. Because ultimately, yes, you can make big leaps. You can go from doing, I don't know, 5k steps to 10k steps per day, but ultimately, are you going to sustain it long term? Probably not. The odds are definitely stacked against you if you take bigger leaps. And you know, believe me, there is a time and a place to take big leaps with regards to stepping outside of your comfort zone, but that's still done with small achievable steps to step outside of that comfort zone, to get to that next goal, whatever it is. So it's not necessarily about being on track versus off track, and hopefully this week has kind of shown you that even post Christmas, you know, I'm still taking time off to rest. I'm still, you know, doing things pretty much the same as I was over Christmas. I'm just eating a little bit more differently, and I have obviously had meals prepped and stuff like that to help me get back to a little bit more of a normal way of eating. But by focusing on those small things, it just makes life so much easier, and it's just so much more realistic long term. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you stuck along till this point, I appreciate you so much. I really hope that in my next video I will not have to be in my hoodie, because it will have warmed up a little bit by then, but I will catch you guys in my next video. And if you have any questions on any of this, then I will pop my Instagram down below. Please feel free to pop me a DM and let me know that you came from YouTube, because I do appreciate you guys so much.